Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to be checking out a new 4x4 from QiYi. This is the mini Thunderclap 6 centimeters. I've also got the regular Thunderclap, which just says Thunderclap 6.2 centimeters, which is the typical standard size for 4x4. Alright, so we're going to check both of these out, and we're going to start with the mini one because that's the one I am most excited about. Alright, so let's do first turns. Okay, right off the bat, I can tell that it's got some snagging issues. Corner cutting is really nice. It's got some snagging issues. It's a bit sluggish. Right away, it doesn't give me the first impression of the best 4x4 ever made, but a very good one. All right. So, yeah, I feel like it's a very high quality plastic. It feels like the plastic is thick. There's not a lot of hollow sound to it at all. Corner cuts are very, very smooth, but I do feel a little bit of grinding. It's almost sandpapery. I did get a lock up there earlier, as you saw. Okay, so does it reverse corner cut at all? A little bit. And then forward cutting. It's quite impressive. I've seen more in other videos though. I've seen another video on this, I think on the Cubicle's website, where it cut like pretty well. Yeah, it feels stable, but at the same time it feels like it deforms a lot. But I don't feel that deforming while I'm moving it, so that's a good thing. This is the color scheme. I think basically, you know, they're all coming with the same color scheme now based on how popular it is. It does fit very, very nicely in my hands. So it's not too small. I can definitely feel the difference compared to my other previous 4x4s and stuff. I mean, I don't usually solve on a 6.0 centimeter one, so I do feel the difference. Now, if you're coming from a 6.0 centimeter one already, then obviously you wouldn't really feel too much of a difference. I've never found that smaller, like minier cubes help my solving. It honestly, it just feels a little bit better in the hands. That's basically it. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the 6.2 centimeter one. All right. Oh wow, this one already feels way faster. I'm guessing it's exactly the same mech. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of snagging there. So doing slice moves, I can see that the top layer and the second layer do not exactly move together all the time. As you can see, I've pretty much already turned that one around 180 degrees. And if I keep going, I bet you they'll match up again, just like that. Does this one do it? This one does the exact same thing. So that's a problem. It might be a fixable problem, though. This is still first impressions. I might be able to fix that. Lube, a lot of the time, helps that because it sticks layers together. But that's a pretty important thing on 4x4 because of how fast edge pairing goes, that you usually, you know, you're pretty aggressive with it. So the 62 millimeter one, this one here, this one feels very familiar to me because I'm used to the size. All right, guys, so let's take a look at a solve of each of these and talk about how they perform. So I haven't lubed these things or tensioned them or done anything to them besides solve them probably about 50 times each at this point of doing the commentary. I still stand by my opinion that the 62 millimeter one is definitely smoother, and it may have something to do with it being tensioned differently, but in the next few days I will be tensioning and putting some lube in them, see if I can fix some of the problems. And both cubes do have a tendency to snag. Now, it usually happens about once every solve, sometimes twice, and sometimes I do get a solve where there was no snagging at all. And also, you know, when I move that edge pairing slice over, and then I do that over and over again, and the top layer doesn't quite move with it, it's not so much of a problem, I found, while solving, and that's because I'm not doing the same move over and over and over again. I'm slicing over, I'm slicing back. But yeah, once in a while I will slice over and the top does not move with it enough that it'll cut through it with the corner cutting. So that has posed a bit of a problem with both of the puzzles. Overall, though, I think it is a really good puzzle. It just has a couple of problems, and like I said, I'm going to see if I can do stuff to get rid of those problems as well. The reason I'm using my computer to show the solves instead of my filming desk, as you guys know, my house got flooded. It's been like 5 or 6 weeks now, and only today they started actually fixing it. So it's still going to be like another 2 or 3 weeks or maybe longer, who knows. I really can't wait for that to happen, because I'm not uploading as much as I usually do. And the reason for that is because it's kind of unmotivating to be in this one room all the time with all my stuff and my animals, and I'm always here. And then I have to work in here as well. I don't have another space to go. So it's a little unmotivating, and my day job is actually quite demanding these days as well. So that's just a little update on how my house is. I will be having access to it again soon, and I will be able to make my videos like I used to. Yay, 2 thumbs up. I don't have my magnetic 4x4 main. That's in storage. So this puzzle is actually really nice to solve. So my opinion on it at this point might be a little bit biased. It may be a little worse than I say. That's why I'm going to give it a few days and come back to you guys. So both of these are available for pre-order at the moment. Depending on when you watch this, it might be an older puzzle now. But right now they're pre-order. They're $12.99, just whichever size you think is better for you. Overall performance, I mean, like, yeah, it's not like the best, newest speed cube out there. It's definitely a good one. I would recommend this anywhere from beginner to intermediate, but if you're like a really fast or super into 4x4, you might want to get something a little bit more expensive, and that actually turns a little bit better, doesn't have any catching issues whatsoever. But yeah, so I'm going to work on these things and then give you my final review, because they definitely have potential, but my first impressions, they're not the best on the market. There's some flaws that could be worked on. I'm going to try to work on that, try to put some lube in here and see if I can stop this from happening. We'll see if that works. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.